Students, today we are going to discuss about the basic of principle of management. All of us know about the importance of management. So management is a set of activities including planning and decision making, organizing, leading and controlling directed at an organization resources, human, financial, physical and information with the aim of achieving organizational goals in an efficient and effective manner. A definition of management, yes, is organizational resources, human resources, labor, financial resources, capital, physical resources, raw material and production and facilities, information. Definition of a manager, someone whose primary responsibility is to carry out the management process. Mm, Specifically, a manager is someone who plans, makes decision, organize, leads and control human, financial, physical and information resources. The diagram shows about the importance of management process. Input, internal environment, management process and then output. So in this we have to give some input to the management, which will be operated based on the internal environment, and we are getting the output. Actually, the management process including leading, controlling, and planning. Planning, decision making, leading. The role of manager plays independent personal, informational role, and decision making role. In independent personal roles, figurehead, leader, liaison activities. My information roles, monitor, disassembler, spokesperson, entrepreneur, database handler, the planning function. So what is called as planning? Planning is the managerial function whereby the organization determines how it will be achieve its objective. During the planning process, the what, when, where, how and why certain things need to be done, achieve the organization objectives are determined. He who fails to plan, the planning process take place, search and identify the opportunity of the solution, formulate the objective, identify the alternatives, compare alternatives against objectives, decide on best alternative, plan for the implementation. The organization function, organizing is the management function of creating. The objective of organizing is to establish the stable structure with the organization internal and external environment. The organization structure is an established pattern relationship among the different components and units. Organization can be defined in terms of the pattern of formal relationship evidenced by the organization chart and the job description, position and lines of authority. This pattern is referred to as the hierarchy of organizational form, the manner in which roles, responsibilities. So coordination of work is very much important. Mm, the design of the organization structure, rules and procedures, standards, work process, work is done in a predictable way. The use of staff departments to assist with reach, liaison, special knowledge planning. Forms of organization, different forms of organization is functional organization, product organization, project organization, customer organization, matrix organization, term structure, virtual organization. Authority and responsibility and accountability. Authority is the right summon compliances by the subordinate based on the formal position and control over rewards and session. Authority is interpersonal and conform to the position rather than the time individual. Responsibility is the assigned obligation of the subordinate. Control function is the managerial function that measures actual performance, compares the causes of deviation plus or minus or analyzed in order to define the correct corrective steps. Alternatively, one can build, learn and grow upon the positive deviations from goals or standards. Controlling process. First one is the we have to check the actual performance, measurement the actual performance with the standard one, comparison of actual against the standard target, identify the deviation, analyze the current situation, plan for corrective action, implement the corrective actions. Leadership. So what is called as leadership? Leadership is the ability to inspire people, a group of people, a team or organization to work together toward the achievement of the worthwhile goals. It involves influencing, motivating, directing an individuals or teams such a way that they willingly pursue the goal of objective group. What is the difference between the leader and manager? Leaders are innovative and original, develop, focuses on the people, inspire trust, long range perspective, ask what, why, eye on the future, organization. Manager or administrative, a copy, maintain. Personality trait of most effective leaders: vision, focus, energy, creativity, empathy, influence, endurance, stability, dealing with the change and risk. Development of management thought. Management thought refers to the theories that guide management of people in the organization. Initially, the theories developed out practical experience of manager in the industrial enterprises. Later on, they borrowed ideas from other fields of study like science, anthropy, sociology, etc. Management theories, there are a lot of theories in management. Pre-scientific theories, classical theories, behavioral theories, modern management theories, everyone having their own subdivisions. Mainly in classical theory, Taylor's scientific management theory, Fayol administrative theory, Weber's bureaucracy theory. Pre-scientific theories. Important contributions are made by Charles, James, Robert, Andrew, Henry Robinson. The lot of people given the pre-scientific theory, management theory. These theories involved steps, organizational problem, and they are not universally accepted theories that can be applied to all organizations. Classical theory, they represent yearly works on management and focus on increasing the individual output by providing financial incentive on the employees. The classical approach was developed through the three main scheme: scientific management, administrative theory, and bureaucracy theory. Taylor's scientific theory. Taylor developed the theory on the basis of his own experience in three companies: Midwall, Steelworkers, Simon Rolling, etc. He focused on the finding the best way to do the job by eliminating wastage of men and material. He also introduced a different wage rate system to pay more to productive workers. So, principle of Taylor's theory: rule of thumb should be replaced with science. There should be harmony and not discussed in group action. Cooperation, not individualism. Maximum output, not restricted output. Development of the worker to the fullest capacity. Techniques of scientific management given by the Taylor: time study, motion study, scientific task planning, standardization and simplification, differential piece of rate system, functional foremanship, high speed steel. Evolution of Taylor's theory: better management through the scientific method, discovered true capacity of the worker, scientific selection of worker, and then limitation of Taylor's theory is unrealistic assumption, mechanical mechanist approach, explanation of labor, impracticable and narrow views. Fayol's administration theory, activities of a business, functions of a manager, abilities of a manager, principles of management. These are all the Fayol focused on management organization as a whole rather than lower level of organization only. What is the principle of organization? He has given 14 principles: division of work, authority and responsibility, unity of command, unity of direction, discipline, subordination of individual interests, remuneration, centralization, scalar chain, order, equity, stability of tenors, personnel. Evaluation of AL theory. His principles are widely accepted in business and non-business world. He pioneered in highlighting the principle of management. Criticism: too formal, beige, inconsistency, pro management bias, historical value. Evaluation fail theory. Tailors and fail. Comparison of the Taylor and Fraser. First aim is to increase the production at the shop level, to increase overall production of the organization. Second one, focus on improving worker output through the work simplification. Aspect studied: micro aspect management job, wider job. Max Weber's Brokership theory. Max Weber, a German scientist, introduced the rational legal authority system model to manage the business organization. His model is characterized by division of work, rules and regulation, hierarchy of authority, technical competencies, record keeping, interpersonal. So, based on the evaluation of Weber's theory, advantages of specialization: rationality leads to the efficiency, lead to optimal utilization of resources, depersonalization lead to equal treatment of the all worker, facilities growth of large work. The theories focus on the organization goal along with the satisfaction of human needs, shift in focus from the workplace conditions to the human side of the organization. People oriented approach substitute the production oriented approach. Two important theories